welcome back for the third bloody time for ILR2 Round 7 Canadian Grand Prix. And here we are on board with Nicolo for the Canadian Grand Prix, heading into Turn 1 and Turn 2 at the Virage Centre. Now going towards Turn 3. Currently yellow flags are out, I do not know why. I'm here with Soup Cooler as my co-commentator, and I think it might be working now. That is very annoying.
Yeah, hello there. Brandon was going a bit insane, so do forgive him.
As the live stream kept cutting out, even though I've tested like 7 times, it should have worked. So we are back,
Yeah.
hopefully for proper this time. I don't understand why it kept breaking up, but I'm not going to complain anymore. The quality had to go down by 1. But that's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. I think I'm going to cry after so many disaster classes.
Ah, the joys of being a commentator.
Absolutely bloody horrific.
Yeah.
On
Alrighty.
for the end of Nicolo's lap, we're just showcasing.
Oh, mind the wall.
Oh, that's the wall.
Good point. A good point to point out that that's the wall of champions. He's not a champion, but he hit it anyway. He went 4th.
Yes, yes, indeed. So we have the leader, It's Me, in the championship, currently on an out lap, also on provisional pole at this moment in time.
It's very close, though.
It is very close.
It's about a 100th.
Literally 100th or 2 between Scott and It's Me. Not surprising, really, considering the tightness of this league itself. Very competitive, this league, but there's consistency which separates everyone from each other, really.
Paul is in the mix as well, actually. He went 3rd with a 5:59, which is another 200ths off of 2nd.
That's a very, very good lap time from Paul himself. On board with the championship leader, It's Me, though, for his lap. Just so you can see the telemetry and what gears he's using.
Dear.
Oh, that Red Bull is hauling around the streets of... This is a street circuit, really? Right? I think it
Technically... Oh, Phil! Jesus!
Oh, wow. Still setting a one hell of a lap.
That's a 1.1 seconds quicker. Where the hell... Oh, sorry, I thought it was a 1... I thought it was a 1.9 for some reason, anyway. Yeah, I thought it was a 1.9. Anyway, 1/10 of a second.
Here we have... It's Me trying to get himself back on pole position at this moment in time. Currently almost a 10th down on Phil Bardwell's time at the moment, but obviously he's got the last corner just scraping by the wall of champions for this moment in time. He comes over the line, sets a better time, but doesn't improve to pole position, and I'm now locked in on It's Me. Yay.
Yeah. This is the glitch that I hate the most.
The stuck on one car glitch.
Yeah.
Great glitch. It doesn't look like anyone else is going to be changing, though, as Wame puts a 1:10.48 to go into second place at the moment in time.
7 thousandths quicker than It's Me. Technically, yeah, this is a street circuit, but it's actually purpose-built for the World Fair.
Ah, okay. I see.
I can't remember what the island is called, but it was actually... I think it was built for 1966 World Fair in Montreal. And
nice to know the background knowledge of some circuits.
Yeah, and the first winner here was, of course, Gilles.
Gilles Villeneuve.
Yeah.
Commemorations for his name as well, who tragically died in... I think it was a practice incident? I believe.
Yeah, it was.
Fortunate.
I think was it at Zola or the Nordschleife?
I think it was Zola, I do believe.
Yeah.
But
Pretty
anyway,
nasty accident.
Your pole position is Phil Bardwell. No one else set a better lap. Everyone's just waiting in the pits now. We've got some 3 new debutants for today's race. We have Billy, also known as Dream Collect on Twitter. You've got Matt down in last. He didn't even set a lap time, so he's looking to. He's just been spun by the Red Bull. He hadn't set a lap time, and you
do not care.
Where's the other dude? Crazy Ninja as well. Crazy Ninja is the other debutant. All looking to put themselves in the mix for some decent points in ILR2. Have you seen any of these debutants race beforehand, Sue?
I don't think. I think I've seen Matt race before, but apart from that, no. So it's all new to me.
Ooh.
Deary me!
That was one hell of a shot.
What?
So
that's close.
that is very close. Only 7/10 really separate the top 13. That's
Yeah, a
very
second
close.
separates the top 14, and of the guys who set laps,
and 6 seconds
proper laps.
separates the top 17.
Well done, Jamie.
Great lap time. Absolutely fantastic stuff.
Watch him win now.
From the back of the grid. Masterclass or disaster class. Can't be any more of a storytell, or whatever the hell you call it.
God. I skip that. It's copyrighted.
Oh, yeah, it's my bad. Oh, God damn it. Right.
I think we may have a problem on the grid.
Why is this?
Why is there a car facing backwards?
What? Is there a car facing backwards?
Oh, he's gone. It popped back into the position. It actually fell out of the sky and was in the middle of the grid.
I didn't see that.
Right. We shall move on from that.
We should move on from flying vehicles, because F1 are meant to have enough downforce to go upside down in a tunnel. Fun
but
fact
not
for you.
fly.
But not fly. No.
I don't think. But yeah, it's 5 seconds to the race start. Grab your popcorn. We're about to go racing in Canada.
Ooh, let's see if everyone can keep their cool, especially going into the hairpin. Like a lot of dive bombs can easily happen there. Yeah, I know.
Forgot. I always forget because other leagues don't do it, and I have to be on the mark. But anyways,
rundown of your starting grid with Phil Bargewell in pole, followed by the Renault of Wame, followed by the Red Bull of It's Me. The top 3 looking very close actually from their qualifying lap times. Then followed by the Ferrari of Scott, Paul McGuinness, who's finally got himself another teammate. Nice guy, Paul. Followed by debutante and Fernando Alonso fan, Billy. The Ginger. Andy, George, Nicolo, the Matter. Flexi, the first driver on a fresh set of tyres for this start in Canada. Followed by the sound of Luke, Aiden, Carl, Shiruru, Crazy Ninja, King MJJ, and Matt, the last debutant, starting in last without an actual set lap time.
There's only 4 people on Supers: Aiden, Carl, Crazy Ninja, and Jamie.
Ooh. So some people want to go very long in the race. A lot of them just opting for the simple one stop. But we don't know what the weather's going to be like, since we have no informants on the inside.
Rain. It rained here last year, actually, and I think Jack won that race. Actually, ooh. I think, if I remember correctly, the stream cut out and it died, and we all got kicked out. But I think Jack won it. Anyways, Phil's lining up.
All I know is Jamie's commentary on Michael Angelo winning the championship back in the top one. Anyway, I didn't see the second one, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, Matt is pulling into his grid stop. There's 18 drivers on the grid today, facing towards turn 1. That marshal really looks waving that flag. You keep going, sir. You do you.
You do your job,
now,
sir.
Here we go then. They're all syncing up and getting ready to go for the Canadian Grand Prix round 7. We go to 5 red lights for the Canadian Grand Prix.
And away we
Lights
go.
out and away we go. Phil Bargewell gets a great start, and so does Wome. He's going to be fighting into turn 1. Here comes It's Me, all leaving out the front row. Paul McGuinness down the inside if he can. No, goes to 4th place. A little bit of banging wheels in the background. Looks all clean so far, and the top 3 remain as they are.
That dude has just forced off one of the Mercedes. Cannot get who it was. One of the Mercedes has got. Flexi is in last.
Flexi's down the back.
Dropped.
What are you doing, Sam?
That's a really bad start there from the Renault, as Matt has made a move on the Matter to go up to 15th, already gaining 3 positions on his start.
Yeah, good stuff. So, but it is Phil who leads, Wom is second, and It's Me third. But Paul McGuinness looking very punchy already on his way through.
And the Matter has seemed
the Matter has had
last.
A problem. Has he had a problem?
He has a broken
dear.
front wing. He has a broken front wing. Unlucky.
Swap between George and Nicolo.
Bardude and Luke going side by side now, going onto the casino straight behind everyone else. Seems to be like one. Oh, there's a free wide battle behind as well. Crazy Ninja, Giroux and Matt. Free wide going towards the chicane. That's not going to end well, is it?
Sort it out, boys. Sort it out, boys.
And it looks to be pretty clean going through there. The Force India has just gone near enough sideways, and I think the Force India is gone. Oh, what on earth has happened behind it?
Oh my god!
What on earth has just happened back there? The horse is gone. The Force India
has not gone well.
Crazy Ninja lost his back end.
Meanwhile, Luke and Aiden are still side by side.
No way.
By the way, still going,
and Aiden's finally got his way through. Crazy Ninja has left. I think he feels he was responsible, or his broken front wing is he's just given up. But Giroux was out. The matter is in the pits, just coming out now. Crazy Ninja has left.
Yeah. Meanwhile, up the front, Billy is actually beginning to challenge Scott for position. He's managed to get himself on the back. So nice old line of cars. The Milkman's in there in the fray as well. And now Niccolo joins the train of the cars here.
So everybody's long train. It's from Phil all the way down to Niccolo at this moment in time.
I think Carl's had a problem. He's dropped behind. There's a little bit of a ding-dong battle going on here.
It looks like
DRS is enabled next lap.
Flexi is following behind Matt now. Might try and make a move down into the chicane. Might not make a stick behind like he is at this moment.
Yeah, indeed. So DRS is enabled this lap. So now maybe Tom can start challenging Phil. But Paul's in the mix, Scott's in the mix, Billy's in the mix, Andy's in the mix, George's in the mix, and Nicolo's in the mix.
Train, like that is unbelievable. Really, at Canada, you'd expect a few people to pull off, and then everyone else stuck behind.
Luke and Aiden are still going at it.
Oh come on! You'd expect.
There's a train forming from Aiden back a little bit.
Aiden all the way down the flexi with Carl dropping behind.
Pretty much.
Does Carl have a broken front wing? It doesn't look like it. I think just Carl's just lost a bit of pace being on the softer tyres.
Now just watch this slipstream fest. Oh, we got a move. Here's Paul McGuinness trying to go around the outside. He might get the cut back and get the DRS as well. This should be a nice move for Paul. Look at Phil breaking the slipstream already. DRS will open on the Force India. Let's see. This should be an easy move down into the chicane. I think he's backed out of it.
He doesn't want to cause a collision at this moment in time, like his teammate
He'll have another bite. Yep, we'll have a second bite of the cherry down into turn one. Let's see, he's moving to the outside if possible. Could he switch to the inside? No.
Nope, he's just going to stick behind again, and little to no changes were made at all during that DRS. That was very uneventful.
Yeah, and here's this train from Aiden to Luke to
Scott,
Matt and Sam.
The first driver to succumb to the penalties with a second time penalty.
Yeah.
Fortunate for the Ferrari driver who is in the fray for the leads, funnily enough, with all these drivers. Well, it looks like Wame and Phil
could see a move.
Are pulling away.
Looks like Billy's coming. He's trying to go around down the inside into this section here. Could he do it? A little bit tight, forced him off a little bit. And here he goes.
Line for force ticks.
And he'll pick up a position as well. We've got a yellow flag. Nicolo's out!
Nicolo has whacked into the wall. I think he's just spun from someone, and he is in the wall and out.
And that, my friends, has bankrupted Sauber.
That has definitely bankrupted Sauber. You do not want more damages when your budget is already thin as it is.
Indeed.
And only your prize money from last season got you enough money for chairs.
There was a little bit of banging going on there between George and Scott. Actually, Scott has dropped back a little bit. He's lost 3 positions.
Has he got damage? No. Again, hasn't got damage.
Yeah, he's lost. Oh dear.
Maybe just lost his head a bit and hasn't got a clear mind. Paul's still right behind It's Me, but now Phil has started to fall away, and Wame is not being able to keep up as much as he did at the beginning, with It's Me also falling back.
I think George might be lining up a move on Ginger Andy as he has a huge tank slapper, and here we go. He's
George
off!
is in the wall, and he's lost half his front wing. Unfortunate for the Williams, unlucky foul. That's going to be a few expositions gained. Your best bet would go on to softs at this moment in time, as you've just missed the corner entirely on the runoff area.
Yeah. Luke and Aiden still haven't sorted this little battle out. They're still going at it. Aiden holding Luke off. I don't think he's going to be able to hold him off for much longer.
Oh, that was a bit of broken front wing. I just saw something chip off, and it was Aiden. His end plate.
Here we go.
Chipped off.
Luke and Aiden. Slipstream down, and it should be an easy move. Got that done. Oh, behind. Matt's down the inside of George. Has contact.
George has been slung into the pits. Yes, he has. George just slung into the pits. But, dude, down to 10th. Matt's made another position on the Ferrari.
Look at Sam. Sam's here too.
Lining up a move down on the Ferrari down the inside. Turn 1. No, he's going to stick behind. Is he going to try it? Following corner at Raj Senna. No, he isn't. He's going to stick behind him going into turn 3 and 4.
Alright,
After a poor start from the Renault, he's slowly making his positions up, but on the misfortune of everyone else.
Yeah. So, I think things are beginning to settle down just a slight bit.
With wing damage off Aiden, after such a great victory in Monaco to having wing damage already in Canada, he might have to think about changing up his strategy. Softs might go the entire length, if you can really hold them on. They won't be the fastest, but at least get to the end.
We got to move. Oh, there's contact between Andy and Scott. Andy's not going to be happy with him at all there.
No, not at all. But luckily, Scott came out with damage free.
Yeah, but he's got Luke for company now.
Oh dear, Luke is making gains. After a surprising podium in Spain, he is now looking punchy as ever with all new hyped up enthusiasm.
Yeah. And now Matt is trying. Here comes Luke without DRS. Somehow managed to launch it down the inside into turn 1, and he gets that move done. Somehow that Sauber is quicker than the works Ferrari.
That is unbelievable. That 2016 engine hauling that Sauber past the 2017 engine of the Ferrari. Maybe a spark plug has come loose. He might need to pay an extra few $10 just to pay for a new one. Who knows? Who knows how stingy Ferrari can be sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, Scott's lost the back end. He's going to lose position.
Matt making another move on Scott. So far, Matt's made the most positions, up of 11. Great start for the debutant in the Ferrari. Red Bull, down!
You bat!
Don't worry, I think I've made less mistakes so far than Croft does in the first 10 laps of anything.
Yeah.
So it's all good here.
There's a gap of 1.7 between Phil and Tom. And in comes Phil from the lead as Tom stays out.
Early pit stop. Is he going for a 2-stop, do you wonder?
Let's keep an eye to see when he goes. He's going on supers. Yeah, he's definitely going 2-stop then.
But he has to. He's going supers and hopefully he's hoping.
Oh, Aiden's got a 5-second stop go for speeding in the pit lane.
And he's got to have a
Matt's challenging Luke for 5th. He is doing pretty well, actually.
Paul's just had to fend off Billy, and Aiden has left. I think he's just given up, like half the people do at this point in time. Phil comes out in 10th place on his super softs in a bunch of traffic. Well, I say traffic, I mean one Jamie.
Oh, here we go.
Carl.
Move for 3rd. Billy and Paul, the debutant, passing the Force India towards this S section, and he's got that move done.
Very close to the guardrail right there, Paul.
Yeah. Matt and Luke going at it behind them as well.
The debutants are looking very feisty at the moment.
Yeah, indeed.
Unfortunately for Crazy Ninja losing his back end and causing that early collision with Jururu, ending his race and leaving, I think, on the guilty conscience that he thought he started it all and just didn't want to race with that on his head.
Yeah.
Paul's not going to make a move on Billy at this moment in time, but he's just going to follow him through the chicane nice and easily. With Matt looking up to size a move on Luke as well. Ooh, little wiggle there off the curve next to the Wall of Champions for the Red Bull. Is he going to try a dive down the inside? No, he's going to be sensible and stick it right behind him. Phil now.
Yeah.
He's managed to dispatch Jamie pretty easily. Now he's behind the Haas of Carl Meds. He's going to look to get his way up the field and back into the theoretical lead once more.
Yeah, he needs to get back up there if he wants that 2-stop to work.
That he does. He can't afford any interruptions on his charge back. Paul is,
look at the run he got. Just straight away, so much more downforce on the Mercedes. He's already alongside. He's going to have to go around the outside of him if he wants this one. We've got a yellow in Sector 1.
Has an incident.
And round the outside, is he going to get that move done? That was a move off the track, in my opinion, but he's got that move done.
Is that going to be an illegal overtake? It doesn't look like it.
It doesn't look like it, but it looked like one to me.
He's managed to keep
I'll have a look at that later.
Bo Cole can make a move back on DRS with Slipstream as well on the Mercedes. I think the Mercedes having the newer tyres and better grip and overall higher downforce.
Scott and Andy for 11th here are about to go at it, I think.
The matter just breezing past another driver who's disconnected or left on their own means.
Aiden.
I do want to check though who's caused that yellow flag because I didn't find him because the battle was happening as Scott's right behind Ginger Andy.
It might have been Aiden's AI perhaps.
Yeah. Ginger Andy under pressure by the Ferrari of Scott, but nothing happens in the move so far. Going into turn 1, turn 2.
Cut back
now. The Ferrari trying to make a move down to turn 3. No, he's going to be sensible and stay behind him once more, following him down. But if he gets a better run out of here, he douches the wall ever so slightly, the Ferrari. Is he going to try a diving move? No, once again, no. It's very sensible driving.
Flexy's got past Matt.
Ooh.
But I think Matt might be coming back at him. I don't think he's going to let him away with that. Flexy's may go defensive there, but no. And watch Matt get this cut back on the way out, get the DRS as well. Good traction from the Renault, though. Let's watch the flap on the back. Yes, he does get DRS. Oh, well, look at the overspeed he's getting. He's closed up right to him. Doesn't try it there. May try it into turn 1. We'll stay on board. He got a bad exit out of the Wall of Champions there. In comes Paul McGuinness. In comes Billy. Luke goes to P3. Flexy to P4. Matt to P5. Billy onto Ultras, I think. Is that Ultras?
And Phil on the Super Softs is
Paul's gone to softs.
Miles away. Paul's looking to go to the end of the Grand Prix already.
He's going to be tight with Andy. If he can get out in front of him, he does. He's definitely going to be under pressure from the Scotsman. The fellow Scotsman, should I say.
He looks to be clear by around a second at the moment. Oh, touch of wall from Paul right there, and he's lost his right front wing.
Well,
touch of the wall, and Paul's come out and already got wing damage. And he's hit the other wall, and another bit of front wing damage, I will believe, and then plate must have fallen off right there. Ginger Andy Vogue following him through. And
oh, I think this could be an interesting one. Luke and Sam. Now, Sam doesn't really like Luke, as far as I know.
And Luke is impartial to Sam.
So, you know, this may or may not end badly.
A very aggressive play might just happen right here.
Yeah. Then again, they could stay fair between each other.
Ooh.
Good traction from the Renault.
Good run from Sam right here. In the Renault following
Luke's going defensive.
Is he going to try around the outside? He's going to try around the outside.
Yes, he
is.
The
inside. Oh, he's going to get the inside.
Oh, what a move.
2. Is he going to try? Is he going to keep it? And he does. He keeps it on the Sauber. Brilliant move there from the Renault.
Luke might challenge him again, though, because I don't think Luke's going to let him away with that one. Because now Matt has closed back up to them because of that, and they've got Phil is closing in really quickly as well. So he's going to have to get through all 3 of these guys. Oh, they've got a tank slapper.
But meanwhile, Phil has Wame and It's Me pit. That is what we want to know. Have they pit? No. Phil Bargewell is miles in. If he can get back from the basically 8-9 seconds he is behind the leader of Wame at the moment.
Sector 2, we have a yellow flag.
Oh, George is out. George!
As now that is a
Matt
surprise.
makes a move on Luke. He's gone straight into the wall. He looks like he's gone straight on.
That's a strange one.
He's gone straight on at the sector split. And that might be on purpose.
I'm not too sure about that one. Matt has got past Luke.
Luke's tyres must be dropping off now. But he isn't deciding to go to the pits. That's his.
Yeah, It's Me is in. It's Me is in from second. Who else is in? Oh, we got a spinner. I think Luke spun the car. Yes, he has. He's made a bad. He's completely missed the pit lane.
He's come back into pits. He got wing damage from.
Yeah. Here we go. Move for 9th. Scott and Andy. Could we see one? No. Andy went a slight bit wide, so watch for the cutback here.
Can Scott make a move down to turn 3? It doesn't look like he's going to try it. He's just going to hold behind the Mercedes at the moment.
Now Paul's going to go to the end, so he doesn't want to really race with these guys until they get to the end.
But then again, he has got wing damage as well, so he's trying to limit the damage he's got at the moment.
Yep. So I would just have to assume Wame is going to come in this lap.
Well, he has to. He has to act on It's Me's pit stop. He's got to act, and if he doesn't act, he could get easily caught out. While the Canadian pit stop is a bit long, it's a bit short. It's kind of in
here
the
we
middle.
go. In comes Tom from the lead. This will put Flexi into the lead. Flexi's going to stay out for one more lap. Doesn't want to double stop with his teammate, of course.
And that he doesn't
lose time.
I think the only times you ever want to do double stack is when the changing
Gone
conditions.
to the end.
Oh, there was a bit of a
Is
broken
Matt.
front wing. Ginger Andy's lost both his end plates now, or at least he's lost one of them, from what I can see.
He's
on
not going to
board.
be.
Not happy. He's not happy by
No, he's not going to be happy, but he's not going to be able to hold Scott behind for much longer.
Scott looking very punchy right behind him, just edging closer to the Mercedes.
So now I think we've got the train back.
Very questionable. Oh, that's the Merc losing more of his front wing.
Here we go. Here comes Scott to the outside. And around the outside into turn number 4, bangs wheels and gets that done. Now we've got the train back. Flexi's actually leading, but Phil is right on him. There's no way he can hold on. He's coming in.
Ginger Andy is fighting back at Scott. Scott has just been pushed off onto the escape road.
Here he comes. He's got past him.
Is now behind Andy. But it was a questionable overtake from Scott due to he tapped the rear of Andy, which forced him into the wall with losing his front wing and then gaining a position the next
We got
corner.
another one for Pete for third place. Tom's trying to come back and Billy's right on him as well. It's Me's behind as well. Could Wame launch one down the inside to the final chicane? There's
gave him no space and Wame is out!
Now that was... Oh, and It's Me's in the wall too!
Woof, the race...
What on earth?
That was questionable defending from Cole right there. I
don't know if he even saw him coming.
I don't think he did. That was just...
Ginger Andy's in, by the way. Deary me, but that puts Billy up to P3 now because of all that. Carl remains P4, but he may have to have a look at that one. It's Me
has pit, is in 9th.
Here comes Paul, he's going to pass It's Me. It should be an easy move because he's got broken front wing. So It's Me's going to have to crawl around.
Front wing as well, mind you. Might not be
I need to
damaged
put my
as It's Me.
Gone. Notifications.
Phil Bardwell making a move down the inside of Flexi at the hairpin. Cannot make it stick at the moment, however. Staying right behind the Renault, getting the slipstream and the DRS, possibly if he has DRS. He does. The flap opens, drag reduction system enabled for the Merc. Is he going to try it down the inside at the chicane, or is he going to leave the Renault at bay? He's going to leave the Renault at bay for the moment.
Flexi's staying out very long here.
I think he's going to try an audacious, long, super soft stint.
Here we go.
Can save him. Phil Bardwell trying to go down the inside of
down
the Renault,
inside.
down in turn 1, makes the move,
and he's got it.
And he's got it. Phil is
I'm gonna have to hand commentary over to you because I've got to go and do AOR. Best of luck.
That I will try my hardest to not lose my voice.
See you later.
See you later. Right. Now I'm the lone commentator. Yay! You've now got me to commentate over everything and see, hopefully, there's every single battle that ever was. Looks to be Lukey Luke and Ginger Andy making moves over It's Me due to his pit stop with the matter. Still in the race, actually. I didn't realise he was still in the race. He's sitting in 12, just comfortably making his own way 4th. Ginger Andy, though, right behind Lukey Luke. He might try and make a move on this Alba going into the Sector 2 split. No, he will stay right behind him for this moment in time. If you are new to stream, hello. If you aren't, well, that hello still means to you anyway. 4 cars now on the casino straight, though Matt, one of them is a disconnected car of Crazy Ninja. But Matt looking to try and make a move on the Ferrari of Scott, though DRS may help Scott, bumping over the last chicane curbs. Matt now right behind the Scott of the Ferrari. Going down the inside of turn 1. No, he isn't. He's going to stick right behind him for the moment being. But he may try and make a move down into turn 3 on the Ferrari. Will he try it? No, he will not. He'll stick behind him for the moment in time. Though Scott is making a lot of corner cuts and does have a 3-second time penalty from earlier in the race. So that may affect his finalised race results. though Matt doesn't look to be letting him go at the moment, regardless of the amount of corner cuts that Scott may make. Luckily, it's a point of the race where not a lot's actually happening, so thankfully you've just got my very, very annoying voice to listen to at this moment in time. Ginger Andy, it's me, both following Luke now in his little salvage train. Not a lot really to talk about at this moment, unfortunately. Matt now, DRS on Scott. He may try and make a move down to turn 1 again, though Flexi has now pit. The Renault has come into pit, probably onto the super softs. No, he's gone to softs. He's looking for a very audacious strategy at this moment in time. The Renault wanting to go make sure he gets to the end with enough pace. No moves have been made so far, though Flexi will come out in 7th pretty comfortably, with a disconnected car being the car between him and Jamie. It's me, Ginger Andy, still in the train behind Luke. Nothing really happening in that battle either. It's literally just been a bit of a stalemate, though Scott and Matt have now sort of caught up to Paul McGuinness, though he does have front wing damage, so I seriously doubt that anything will come out of him trying to fend for his position, as everyone is basically now pit, I believe. Everyone par Carl has pit, which may mean bad news for the Haas, as he will drop a lot of positions, even though he has made 11 positions from his starting position. It looks like Scott has managed to pull away from Matt ever so slightly, who doesn't have DRS anymore. So Scott now looking feisty, following Paul McGuinness at this moment in time, getting a decent run out of the last corner. Not exactly the best run off the curb. He may try and make a move down in turn 1 if he tries to dive bomb, but I think he'll play it smart, and yes, he will stick behind him for the moment in time. Further down the grid, Ginger Andy, only a few tenths behind Luke. He might try and make a move into turn 1. Actually, he is. He's going to try and get alongside on the pit straight. The Merc of Ginger Andy going down the inside of the Sauber, going very, very wide, very deep into turn 1, giving the position straight back to the Sauber and losing a few tenths on him. That's late braking. Gone wrong there. That's not what Ricardo would have liked to do at all in Brazil. Scott 2 tenths right behind the Force India of Paul McGuinness. We'll be looking for DRS right behind the Force India, literally on his gearbox and his rear diffuser now. But he has got Matt back for company. I think Paul McGuinness is going a bit slow, letting Matt catch back up to Scott. Though the Force India managing to keep formidable speed, even with the DRS and slipstream given Ferrari right behind him with the Red Bull on his rear as well. Will any moves happening into turn 1? I don't think. Once again, Scott's just not close enough to make a move down on the Force India. But they've all also caught up to Carl Meds, who still is refusing to pit. But then again, he did start on the Super Softs, so he's looking to be faster at the very, very end. Nothing else really happening at the moment in time, though I think Ginger Andy has finally got past Luke, as Luke is now behind him. We missed that battle, unfortunately, due to this. Oh, Matt has made a move on Scott. I think a poor exit from Scott on the left right-hander has left him for dust behind that Red Bull, making a very, very, very good debut, the Red Bull. Will Scott try and make a move back down into the hairpin? No, he will not. He will stay right behind him, but he will get DRS and slipstream. But so will Matt on Paul McGuinness, who will also get slipstream and DRS from Carl Meds. Looking now down at this length of 4 cars in a train. I think Carl's still not coming into the pits. He doesn't want to pit, though it's me. I'm sorry, not it's me. Matt and Paul McGuinness are both on sauce. Matt's now trying to make a move. Is he going to try and make a move down the inside of Paul? Trying to defend as much as he can. He can't make a move down on Paul at the moment. Oh, contact! The Red Bull, yes, he has lost part of his front wing. But don't worry. Paul McGuinness also too has a broken front wing. So at least you're both joining that banter bus. With Scott right behind with a full front wing. So if Scott can make any move now, now's the best chance with both of his main competitors in front of him with broken front wings. Paul going a bit slowly, holding up Matt now. This just train Carl's getting very lucky at the moment, actually, with everyone else behind him tripping over one another. Broken front wings left, right and centre in this little train. Matt touching the wall there from this camera angle. That was a really good camera angle for him touching that wall. Is he going to try and make a move down the inside, down at the hairpin? No, but he's gone very deep with Scott right behind him now. Scott, is he going to try and get a switch back? No, he isn't. He's going to keep right behind the Red Bull. But knowing Scott, he might try and make a move down into the chicane. He might not. It all depends on what his position could be going into it. Though Phil has pit for a second pit, which puts Billy in provisional pole at the moment. I do believe he has pit. Billy has indeed pit. Carl also comes into the pit, so they all gain positions off him and Phil. Phil's now got to make his ultra softs work at the very end. Positional changes though, Matt from 18th up to P3 at the moment. And he is in actual P3 at the moment. So the fact that the Red Bull is up this high from starting last is a very, very good drive so far on lap 22. Carmed's coming out, I do believe P11 he will come out, so just coming out just outside the points. Unlucky for... Oh no, it's me. I think he had the pit. No, he's got a broken front wing and is stuck behind this train with Carmed's coming in between him and Luke. Unlucky for the Red Bull. Meanwhile, with the battle up front for the Force India of Paul and Matt and Force Sticks, also Scott. Any moves trying to be made? Nope. Once again, it's just going to be DRS and Slipstream. And just another repeat of what's happened every previous lap with Sam catching up slowly but surely with Will right behind him. No move will be made. You will watch now as the same stuff which has happened for the previous good few laps. Nothing's happening as my dog goes like mad at this moment in time at the door. I think he's being a very, very stupid idiot. As Billy coming in for the pits, he's doing the same strategy, it seems, as Phil. Is he going to come ahead of Phil coming out the pits, or is he going to stay behind him? That is the question. Is he going to try around the outside turn 2? Is he going to stick right behind? He's going to stick right behind Phil. But Billy is now also in the mix for the lead. Paul McGuinness is now in the provisional race lead. I don't think he has to pit again. He won't have to pit again. Paul literally sitting in first position at this moment in time. What a guy Paul is at the moment. What a guy at this moment in time. Alright then. Apologies about that. This would be like Scott's fallen back behind Paul, though, as he has made a move on Matt. Matt has lost position to the Ferrari. That broken front wing isn't going to be helping him at all at this moment in time. Sam right at the back of these three, of this train of three, with Phil slowly but surely catching up with Billy right behind him. Is any move going to be made now going into the chicane, or are they all going to stick behind each other like sensible drivers? Looks like Matt might try to make a move. No, he will not. They will all file straight through the chicane as who can make the best run. Matt touching the wall there. Looks like Flexy's going to get a better run than the Red Bull at this moment in time. Will he make a move down into turn 1? Yes, he will make a diving move down into turn 1. He'll try and make an inside line. No. Trying an outside line. No, he will not. Switch back. Will that happen? The Renault try and make a move down into turn 3. Oh, and that's a bit of a brake check from the Red Bull. That's a broken front wing for the Renault. That's very unfortunate. Actually, at this moment in time, that's another broken front wing. Monaco, same result happened. Broken front wing. As Phil makes a move down the inside, goes around the outside the next corner. Phil makes a move down on the Renault, who has lost his front wing. Though the McLaren of Billy now in the fray as well with the Renault. Will he try around the outside? Yes, he will try the inside. He has made the easy position on him. Unlucky for the Renault to get the wing damage when he did. That is very, very unfortunate for him. In the fray for the win after being near enough plumb last on the first lap from a very poor start. It's a very, very good comeback, and now he's stuck now. Ginger Andy making a move down on Jamie at the hairpin, who's now going to be swamped by a load of other drivers. But right now, Matt has come into the pits. 5 seconds stop for speeding in the pit lane. Sam has also come in for a new front wing. Billy going right behind Phil. Is he going to make a move down the inside? No, he's not. He's going to stick right behind him for the moment being. Though on the faster tyres, as Phil opted not to go on Ultra Sauce instead, wanted to go on Super Sauce. Billy is now going to be more punchier than ever. And now on Phil, trying to make a move. Though Scott is right behind Paul for the lead at the moment, with Phil and Billy also trying to catch up on the two lead drivers. This is going to get interesting, to say the least, at the very end. A lot of controversy, however, has happened at this moment, and it's very unfortunate for many of the drivers to get front wings damaged at this moment in time. Scott's still behind Paul at this moment in time. He might try to make a move down into hairpin, but again, it might just be the same problem as always. He might have higher downforce than Paul, so the straight line speed with DRS and stitching won't work. However, we will now check if he is going on to Rich. No, he is currently trying to manage his fuel as well, staying in standard for the moment, revving that Ferrari like mad. The moment being, not a lot's happening really at the moment. Oh, he's banged into the back of the Force India. He's in the wall. He's in the wall of champions, banging into the back of Paul, not seeing his break point of a Ferrari. Ah, your race for the win is near enough over. Ah, that is very unfortunate for the Ferrari, just slamming right into the back of Paul as he brakes for the chicane. I don't think Scott could have seen that come in, unfortunately, which has dropped him all the way down to 10th, coming in for a new front wing. Unfortunate, but there's a gaggle of cars going around the lapped cars now. Though Phil is now looking behind Paul, with Billy right behind him. Billy could get a win on his debut as not a reserve driver anymore, as his full-on league race debut. Right behind Phil, who's right behind Paul. This is going to turn out to be one hell of a last few laps, especially with Phil and Billy being neck and neck near the entire race. He's going to go around the outside of Paul at the hairpin. No, yes, he is. He's going to try it. He's going to keep trying it on the puncture tyres. He's going to try it now. He's going to get the DRS as well, so he's going to probably try and breeze straight past Paul. Billy is also going to try and join the fray now. If he can get enough slipstream, enough DRS, he can also try it down inside of Paul as he has to go wide. Contact at the chicane, though Paul again is going into the wall. Oh, and Billy's also had to try and make a move. He's had to swap back because of the Force India tapping him ever so slightly. Because he's going to try and go on the inside. No, Phil has managed to keep the position to P1, and with a full front wing as well, he's just going to start skating away from Paul. But we have Billy also right behind Paul, with Matt setting the fast lap of 1:12.091. Ultrasoft's probably put Rich the entire lap, with Ginger Andy getting a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. Unlucky pal. Billy right behind Paul now. He needs to get rid of this Force India, otherwise he is going to lose anything he had on Phil at the moment. Right behind Paul going into the hairpin though. Is he going to try a diving move down the inside into the hairpin? No, he isn't. He did look at it. However, he's going to try and get better traction, but he fails, unfortunately, with Paul sitting right in front of him at the moment. DRS will be enabled for the McLaren. Yes, it is. Following down behind the Force India, he may be able to make a move down into the chicane and into the watch-out. Paul has come into the pits. That broken front wing, I think he's had enough. He realised he's not going to get the win. He's now just going to fight in the mid-pack and make his race slightly more exciting, I do believe. Yes, he is. He's getting a new front. No, he's not getting a new front wing. He's just going on to Ultrasofts now. He's going to the end of the race. That is a bit bold strategy from Paul right here. Could have continued fighting on for a podium, but he's opted against it. There's a 2-second gap between Phil and Billy now. That battle looks to be lost at the moment. We'll catch back later if Billy ever catches back up to Phil. There is a massive battle though going on at for the Lukey Luke train once again. This time it's me and Matt, Paul with Flex. He's only 6 seconds behind. He might catch up again, he might not. Scott behind the matter. Unfortunately, you're in the race for the lead. The next moment you've been put down out of the points. It's just a give or take there. Your race can be taken in an instant if one incident happens, and that was unfortunate for Scott at the moment. Though now, both Red Bulls fighting it out into the hairpin. Matt trying to go around the outside of the championship leader. It's me making the move stick, and he's probably going to get DRS as well. Is the Red Bull actually going to get DRS? Yes, he is. He's got the DRS, but the other Red Bull also has DRS, and Paul McGuinness also right behind him with DRS. But they're all catching up on that Sauber of Luke, who doesn't have DRS, I don't believe. I don't think he had DRS. No, he doesn't. They're all going to go and try and swamp Luke now on the straight line. Though turn 1, nothing comes out of it at the moment in time. Just sticking right behind the Sauber. this little train that Luke likes to have in his race. But Paul is going to try down the inside. It's me. No, it's not. He's going to back out of that move and just follow behind. He does not want another incident where his front wing will be broken. He's going to try and switch back, go around the outside, going into the left, right-hander, going down the inside of It's Me. Managing to make the move on him, though It's Me can get a better run going out of turn 6, and that's not going to happen. Unfortunately, looks like It's Me is going to stick behind Paul for the moment in time, but they are cutting very close to that guardrail, going through a lot of corner cuts and a lot of questionable lines happening at this moment in time. Though Luke and Matt have now caught up to JB, who is now in 4th. Very, very surprising from the Toro Rosso, who hasn't been lacking pace per se, but it was just very far back on an alternate strategy, and he's somehow making it work. You've got a train now, 5 now, behind Jamie. Unfortunately, you are now the new train leader. How does it feel, Jamie? Probably very, very poor. Though Luke, with the DRS, is now going to be able to try and fend against Matt. Paul, It's Me as well, with Sam now catching up slowly, but surely he may be able to get in the frame the very last lap. Hopefully, the Renault can make something from all of this commotion. Matt right behind Luke, is right behind Jamie. Is Luke going to try and make a move down into turn 3, turn 4? And yes, he's going to try a cutback, but he's not going to be able to make it stick, though he might try a diving move down into turn 5, 6. I think this is 6, 7 now. Yes, it is. It's 6, 7. Right on the gearbox of the Toro Rosso as well. Like, this is incredible racing at the moment. I'm surprised not many people have spun into the wall from this battle. Just following right behind there's not even a car length between any of them. It's just very, very close between one car and the next. It does look like, though, that Paul is trying to make a move on Matt, but he's going to try and stay behind him right now. We do know Paul has got, I think, a lower downforce setup than the other cars in front of him, due to he managed to keep his ground against him when they all had DRS and slipstream on him. Though it looks like Luke's might try and make a move on Jamie at the moment. No, but Matt try and make a move. No, just taking a bit of an alternate line. Though a little squirm from Luke right there. He's now going to try it down around the outside of the Toro Rosso. No, yes, no, he's had to back off from that position. And there it is. There was the little spurt of rain coming down. At least I saw it on the camera. Yes, you can see it on Luke's car now. Rain has come down. Rain will come into the mix for the last 5 laps of the Grand Prix. With this battle unfolding now, Luke trying to make a move on the Toro Rosso. Will he make a diving move? No, he will not. Matt right behind him, followed by Paul. It's Me has fallen back. He did get a broken front wing, I think. I did see that correctly. Sam is slowly catching up, though, on this little group with the Matter making a move down on Scott for a P11, the non-paying position. You're the first loser, in my opinion. Finishing in 11th because you're not getting any points. You're not winning anything from your finish. Though Matt has just made the move on Luke. Has he managed to make it stick? Yes, he has. Though now that allows Paul now to get alongside the Sauber, going on the grass. He's had to stick right back behind him. DRS from the 3 drivers following the JB train. Not a lot really at the moment. I think just all following through on the chicane. Though Matt has been able to get a much better run than Jamie going out of the chicane. He's going to try around the outside of turn 1, going into the inside of turn 2. Yes, he is going to go around the outside of the Toro Rosso, the sister team of the Red Bull, getting in front of the Toro Rosso and easily making that move stick onto the Toro Rosso, as Paul has also finalised his move on Luke. Almost going side by side into turn 3 and 4, but luckily managing to keep it in front. Though that might mean Luke might be a bit more feistier, knowing that it's the last few laps. He hasn't got a lot of time left to keep up the positions. Currently down in P7, the Sauber. Though he might try and make a move on Paul going into the next straight. Though Sam is now right behind It's Me. Will he try and make a move? No, he will not. He will stick right behind him. He doesn't want another broken front wing from another Red Bull. Though he will try it down the outside, going into the hairpin. Well, as Jamie is fighting for another position against Paul McGuinness, making the move around the outside of the hairpin. Nice move there from the Force India, as Sam has now made the move stick on It's Me. Will that give him DRS? Yes, it will. It's Me not only cannot defend again against Sam, but he's also got DRS, and he's slowly going to catch up to the group ahead. Luke now right behind Jamie. He will want to make the position on the Toro Rosso. He wants as many points as he can. I think JB is also one of his rivals in the championship as well. So trying to get points over him will also help alleviate him in the standings. But the Matter and Scott also making moves on one another down at the bottom, fighting for 11th again. It's me down in 10th. Has Pitt once more. I think he's given up on his. He's gone to Inters. Very risky strategy from the Red Bull, as he could easily fall out the points and lose his lead even further in the championship. Due to Phil Bardwell winning this and easily getting away from Billy. Unfortunately, Billy was counting on DRS to make it stick, and a very risky strategy from It's Me going on to Inters. I think he's given up all hope on points now. As that makes a move on Lukey. Luke has now got a damaged front wing. I think we've missed that battle, unfortunately, looking over at the championship leader, It's Me. Much like Sky do, looking over to Lewis Hamilton. Favoritism, I do believe, at Sky. But he's now right behind Jamie, who's lost a lot of ground onto Paul, but he's sitting right behind Matt at the moment in time. But we go back on board, we go back to the cameras on Flexi, who's making a charge back up after a broken front wing and going back out the point. Now trying to make a charge back up. Is he going to make a move down on the Toro Rosso down in turn 1? No, he's not. He's going to stick right behind him for now. Is he going to try and make a move down into turn 3, 4? No, he isn't, but he's going to try and get a better run out of it. Then the Toro Rosso, who has squirmed ever so slightly, going down the inside, going around the outside, turn 6, 7, making the move stick. Flexi up into P6. Phil, sorry, it's not Phil, Paul McGuinness right behind Matt now, looking to try and get P4 off the debutant in the Red Bull. My driver of the day at the moment will probably be Billy. Really, I think. Great qualifying, managing to hold his ground well, 2 stopping, and still managing to finish in second with, I think Matt will be a close second for driver of the day. Great start from the Red Bull, great moving up positions, and he's just coming into the top 4. And they are catching on Ginger Andy as well in P3. The changing conditions are really making this more and more difficult as we start the last lap. Phil was miles ahead on the last lap at the moment. Just absolutely another class at this moment in time for Phil. Though Matt and Paul have now caught up onto Ginger Andy, looking for the last podium position. But now the Matter and Scott battle down at 10th. Now since they've overtaken It's Me, they are now fighting for their own for the last point from this race, as I do believe Phil is coming around the hairpin now. Looks to be an easy win for the Mercedes, but we go back to the Force India and the Red Bull side by side. Paul trying to make a move stick on the Red Bull. He wants that position, he wants it now. The Mercedes up in 3rd. He's going to try and fight his hardest on the last straight with DRS from both cars behind him, looking to put a punchy last overtake down into the chicane. It would be an all or nothing. Now, running on the grass ever so slightly, the Mercedes, that's going to compromise your speeds going into the long Casino straight. Both cars behind him, one of them's got to try and make a risky move, otherwise, or a better line, otherwise they're not going to get P3. Matt trying it on Ginger Andy. Is he going to make the move? No, he's going to lose it to him at the very end, as we had to swap, Fat. Ginger Andy's penalties have put him off the podium, which means Matt goes up to P3 after starting last on the grid. Up into P3, the Red Bull running out of fuel at the very, very end. Paul McGuinness 4th, Flexi 5th, Ginger Andy's penalties leaving it down to 6th. It looks to be a simple day for the Haas, causing a collision early on. I think it was a racing incident with Wame, which led to that. As Scott sitting right behind the Matter, his penalties aren't going to get him a point anyway, regardless of what the Matter does. With It's Me on the only car to go on Inters, a very risky strategy from the championship leader. I think he knew that he was going to have the lead in the championship, regardless or not of what his result would have been here, with Bart Dude leaving early on. Phil Bardwell extending his points towards It's Me now in the championship. I do believe he's just been lapped. He just lapped. Yes, sir, he was. He lapped. Great debut for Billy and Matt. I can't decide which driver of the day for both of you. I just have to give it to both of you now. Both of you on the podium. Great results for both debutants. One starting from the back, one at the front. Great race for both of you. Hands down, one of the better races in ILR2. I think Not as much controversy in this race for ILR2. I think it was a good race. A few incidents here and there. Obviously, the racing could be a lot better, but you're all quick. You all made moves count at times. But a bit reckless. Great race overall. Lots of action. A lot of action from today's race. Your top three: Phil Bardwell, Billy, and Matt. 2 debutants on that podium already. Great result for both of them. As well as, even though Matt, that's odds. Matt got 2 times 10 seconds, which means he's not going to be third, but his time says he's going to be 6th. That is very bizarre. I'll have to have everyone look else at that. But that's your top 10, your top 13 of the race. Unlucky for some, lucky for some. The conditions caught some people out. Anyway, that has been ILR2 round 7 at the Canadian Grand Prix. I hope you have enjoyed at least watching some of it, as much action as I caught. Unfortunately, I'm not experienced like Soup, so I couldn't do everything at once. He often did the commentary very early on. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you, maybe, if I'm still commentator by then, for round 8 at Baku. See you then.